You are connected to acceleratedradio.net. Welcome inside Fbox Radio, an interactive radio show designed to open your mind, challenge your thoughts, and give you an inside view of entertainment and fashion. Fbox Radio. And now, here are your hosts, Monique Weber and Ashley Shawn Thomas.
Happy Friday!
TGIF.
Woohoo! Okay. We on Color People time.
I know. People are like, where y'all at?
Right? We here though.
We in the building.
We are in the house.
Do not worry.
Yes, we have the writers, directors, producers, creators of American Bred in the house.
Whoop,
Whoop, whoop.
Here we are.
Karina Diaz. What's up?
Hey, guys.
Will Alexander the Fourth.
Yes. That's
What's
me.
up?
Thank you.
Justin Chambers.
Holla.
Hello. Okay, we're just going to dive in since we are a little late. We're going to dive in.
Wait, should we tell them why we're a little late so that they know? You're like, Justin, you calling me out.
Right.
Listen, no, actually, we had a really amazing time here.
We did.
We were partying it up.
We were.
And so it was sad because all of that was supposed to be recorded. And, because, we got all these beautiful people in here. It's, hot and, all that kind of stuff like that. We came in and we thrashed the equipment. But now we're here.
Now we're here.
We are here. 8:35 and we got a lot to say.
A lot to say. So sorry, we are late.
You know how we do.
But call in, guys. Please call in with any questions, any comments you have. The number is 310-910-9676, and you choose option 1. So, how did you guys meet?
We met in school. We met at this film school called Columbia College Hollywood, and I'll give you the cliff notes. CCH. We came through, I met Karina on my first short film. We had like a crew of 75 different people. She was the last girl standing. Survivor. Nothing can stop her.
Destiny's Child. She's Beyonce.
Right? Exactly. I mean, the group of us is kind of like Destiny's Child, but we'll talk about that another time.
I ain't Michelle, that's all.
I love Michelle.
Good.
You could be her.
Okay. You like you be heard.
And we just been together ever since. We're hard workers, and we all have a passion for film, and so ever since we met, we've kind of been doing our thing and doing it together.
Very awesome. So we're gonna learn a little bit about each of them. Starting with the ladies. Ladies first. Karina, you are first. Up to bat.
Well, once again, the name is Karina Diaz. I was born and raised here in California, Southern California, and I started watching film and fell in love with film when I was young, and I tagged along with my brother to the movie theaters, even though he didn't want me to, but I bet
you now he's like, thank you for coming.
Yeah. I was very thick-headed, so I just went ahead and tagged along, and I've been in love with film ever since. Wanted to study it and just see what was behind creating all of these different crazy worlds out there. So, so then I went to school, studied it, and I've been a part of it ever since with these young, fine fellas beside me.
I know, guys. I have to say that these people are absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm going to have to take photos or like some videos so you guys can see. They came in all extra fly. I had to up my game. I had to put on a hat, and I was like, what can I do? We put some boots on. I didn't know what to do.
She's crazy.
Karina, what movie changed your life? What movie was like, oh my God, this is why I have to do film?
Well, there's a lot, but I would have to say probably Titanic. I mean, I was pretty young for that movie, but I grabbed my mom and I said, we have to go see this movie after I saw the trailer for it.
Yeah, that young Leonardo.
I mean, come on. You can't go wrong with Leo.
I mean, he's nominated for an Oscar. Do you think he'll win?
I hope
it's
so.
It's his year.
You
think so?
Yeah.
Finally?
It's long overdue, I think. So go Leo, yay!
Do you think that he deserves
We're
it
gonna
for
talk
this
about
role?
that later, okay? We're about to talk about the Oscars later.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he put the work into this role. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the Oscars at some point.
At some point, we'll get there. That's why we got to do the cliff notes of this, like behind the scenes of us, because we went through it once.
Will, go
ahead.
A
lot to talk about.
Well,
you smashing
I know,
that like earthquake,
it's just breaking stuff up in here.
Well, that's pretty much me in the nutshell. Causing havoc. My name is William Alexander IV. I'm from Philadelphia, Philly in the house, represent. My journey getting into the film industry started with a performing arts background. I was into singing and acting and things like that.
Oh, you sing, Will?
No.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
I'm not putting on a
No.
Can I hear your Luther, Will?
We're not doing that tonight. Sorry. And, so when I came...
I'm here as a producer.
Yes. So, I always wanted to be in front of the camera. And so as I got older, I felt like it was either now or never. So I bought a one-way ticket to California. Been out here for the past 10 years. And I've got into film school, got my degree in film and television production, met an awesome team, and been producing ever since. The film that changed my life, and it just dawned on me when you asked Karina, the film that changed my life was the first film I produced, actually.
Which was?
It was a short film titled Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, written and directed by Eric Waters from Philadelphia. I don't know if you're listening. Shout out to him. One of the main reasons I got into producing, because he was a senior and seen that I had all the attributes of a producer. He's like, you would be a great producer. I didn't know what to do.
Right.
And so he was like, produce my senior thesis project. And I did it, and that film changed my life. And I never thought about that until I was trying to figure...
What was Philadelphia about?
A film about growing up in Philadelphia, a young woman whose father got killed. She witnessed her father get killed, so she tried to stay away from a lot of the thugs in the neighborhood, but actually got caught up with one who was very persistent and very nice, and a lot of the things that happened with her father still played out, even though she tried so hard to avoid it.
Yeah.
So it was a very heart compelling drama.
What ends up
Street
happening
drama.
with these senior theses? Because that sounds like a great film. So what do you guys end up doing with?
Well, the senior thesis, that that's just your requirement to graduate and to get your degree out of film school. So
I know, but you don't usually do anything with the film?
You can, but there's not a large market for short films. It's usually a short film.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of outlets
Festivals
that buy
and stuff.
short films
Yeah.
and display them like on your cell phones and things like that. So that it's grown more now. But I'm out of film school, so I'm really not in the business of short films.
Yeah,
anymore.
anymore.
So
Now you
we do feature films, yes. But starting out,
Excuse me.
I mean, not like
We
that.
do
no.
feature films over here.
But no, short films are usually a good building block to start your career if you want to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
It's good to start off with a smaller script, to get your feet wet in all the aspects of production.
And what does a producer do?
Producer pretty much hires everyone, unless the director and writer and editors your partners.
Yeah.
So those are the people you don't have to hire, but everyone else, you have to hire, fire, you keep the budget intact, allocate funds and talents and people, and you have to be the boss on set. Some people need that whip crack, and I don't mind cracking it.
All right.
But yeah, the producer pretty
boss.
much, keeps everything going, and then that's for in pre-production, a lot of paperwork, a lot of organizing permits and insurances, and make sure everything is up and up. And then production, you make sure any fires that happen during production, you're there to put them out, make sure that everything goes smooth. And then in post-production, you're there to make the film, how can I say, marketable, and you want to make money off it. So you have to get distribution deals, and you want to put it in festivals, and you want to get it screened and have premieres. So
damn, you are the film.
In that regard, but there's a lot of other components to it. Like
Right.
the writer is the director, and the editing is a lot of people don't realize that the importance of the editing. You know, because you can shoot
important.
the most magnificent movie or have the most compelling story, but the way you cut it or put it together tells everything. You know, and vice versa. You can have
the producer oversees the editing.
Yeah. Yes. Normally. Yes.
Okay.
But in this case,
I'm very
we work
impressed
together.
with you, Will. I am.
Everyone.
I'm like,
Thank you.
wow.
Well, thank you very much. I come a very long way.
Yeah.
Come a very long way
You got
to
a
be
lot
where I
on
am
your
today.
plate, man.
No, I share it evenly with my guys. That's why we have a team, because I couldn't do it by myself. We all produce, you know.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. We all we all do producing on our projects, you know.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And what about you, Justin?
So, you know, it's funny. I do a lot of talking, but I find myself, I get nervous, and then I forget to say some things that I wanted to say. So can I do a few shout-outs real quick?
Of course. Shout.
Right? I told you. So I just want to thank, like, all the fans. We have, like, the coolest fan bases. I mean, they support us day in and day out, and they don't understand how much that means to us. You know, when we're working these long hours, it's because of them and them pushing us to do great things. So I appreciate that so much. I just want to shout out, you know, baby girls at home watch it, are listening, I should say, and my parents, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. They've been my support system since day one. My father-in-law actually got him into the movie because he's a big movie buff. So I just have a great, you know, a lot of people behind me that constantly support what I'm doing, and I just want to shout them out really quick before I start my story.
Cool.
Shout
out to the fam.
To the fam.
And the fans. And if you guys want to call in, once again, the number is 310-910-9676. You can choose option 1. You can call in. You can tell them how much you love them. This is your chance to actually speak to them and to tell them what you think. So please call in. 310-910-9676. Choose option 1.
Who's going to call in? So where it kind of began for me is when I was young, my grandmother showed me this film called Jurassic Park. You might have heard of it.
Yeah. Such a small film.
Such a small film. I was too scared to watch it the first time, actually. My face was in the pillow because I thought it was like the realest thing. And then after I got up the courage to actually watch the movie, I fell in love. But the problem was I actually thought it was a real like home video. Like these people were like being chased by dinosaurs and people were eating them. And I'm like, why aren't people helping? You know, like somebody do something. And my mom, she convinced me that it wasn't real, you know, and I was like, no, but it is real. And one Christmas she bought me the making of the film, and so once I watched that, I was like, oh my gosh, people do this for a living. And ever since then, I've been like hooked. I've never wanted to be anything else. I've always wanted to be a filmmaker. I've never wanted to be like a cop, a firefighter, a doctor. You know, this stuff that people, you know, men like normally, you know, want to do.
Me either, actually.
You know, it's like I've always wanted to be an artist, and it's just been my passion. And my family's so supportive. But the funny thing is my dad actually is a huge movie buff. So it's kind of funny because, you know, he loves movies so much that, like, you know, and I actually became a filmmaker. And, you know, my parents bought me a camera, and I edited actually my first film called Thriller. Michael Jackson was big at the time. And it was with a camera and 2 VCRs. And I edited it that way, which at the time I think is that nonlinear editing?
I know, VCR?
I think so.
Edited
right?
with VCRs.
It's like,
wait a minute. I didn't realize that. You was editing VHS.
Yes, VHS
you know,
tapes.
and it's like, you know,
now that's some old school.
right? I go
2
way
VCRs.
back, you know.
He's telling his age.
I'm telling my age, guys. You know, so
We're kind of telling ours because we know what it is. We're like a VHS tape.
do they make
It wasn't beta.
you know? and yeah, I did it. You know, I'm the type of guy that I figure it out if I don't know how to do it, and I just had such a passion for it, and it's something day in and day out. My mom started taking me to film festivals. I won Best Picture for my first film at 14.
Wow,
congratulations.
It's like,
I ended up getting a full ride film scholarship to film school in Arizona. I really wanted to come to LA, but, you know, I was actually born in LA, but I grew up in this small town called Lake Havasu City.
Yeah.
And so I went to school there, and I was in the news and did all that during high school and stuff like that. And I applied for scholarships. To this day, I'm known to have the most scholarships for the school I went to in
Wow.
Tempe. I remember the financial aid department's like, we have never seen somebody with this many scholarships. And I was like, well, the only way I was going to school was if I was going to work for it and
Right.
get the money to make it happen, right? And so getting money's never been a problem for me, you know? So
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna
It's
have to
like-
make that my mantra. Getting money has never been a problem for me.
right?
I know that's right.
Call on me. We got a phone call.
Uh-oh.
Who's our caller?
Caller, you
Hello?
on the line.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi. Hi, caller. What's
Hi.
your name?
my name is Al Chambers.
Oh, this is my dad.
Big Papa.
How are you?
I am Bred. I was just listening to you guys, and I heard my name got shout out there, and I
Yes.
said, "Oh, let me call in."
Yes.
Thanks, Dad, for being the first call-in, you know, and supporting your
And
son.
supporting your son all these
Yes,
years. That is
yes,
amazing.
I am so proud of him. Actually, I'm so proud of all my kids. They are doing a wonderful job.
Awesome. So let me ask you a question. When he was
Sure.
sitting there watching Jurassic Park and telling you guys that this was real, what were you thinking? Were you thinking like, this kid is
That's
crazy?
I was just thinking, everybody wants to do something when they see it for the first time.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, when he said he wanted to do it, there was nothing stopping him.
Right.
He would be out in the backyard with one of those cameras, just shooting around, coming back inside, and putting it together. And I don't know how he does it, but he learned it, and he knew what he wanted to do.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome that you and your wife
I have a stepmom. My
or your
parents are
stepmom,
divorced. Yeah.
supported him throughout his childhood. That is so incredible that you guys bought the cameras and was there watching all the films. Do you have a favorite film by Justin?
Well, my favorite now is American Bred, but you mean real life film?
Dad, real life film? Come on, I make real life movies now. And hold on, I want to shout out to Martha real quick. That's my
shout out to Martha.
That's my stepmom. You know, she
Miss
turns up
Martha.
with
Yes.
us. You know, I just want to shout out Martha real quick. Love you. Keep going.
Okay.
She's listening to you on the other one.
Okay.
But yeah, my favorite movie is I want to say Pretty Woman.
Okay.
That's my favorite movie.
Big Papa.
I like it. I mean, hey, he's being honest.
That is a
Julia
good one,
Roberts
though.
was hot in that
That was a
movie.
good one, though.
I don't
But I
blame
got a
you.
new favorite one now. It's
Now it's
American Bred.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, so
Do you have a question that you would like to ask
No, I
your
don't
son?
have a question.
Or...
I just wanted to shout out to you guys.
thanks,
Well,
Dad.
thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
calling in.
Alrighty.
Have
Thanks
a
for
good
calling
night.
in, Big Papa.
Okay.
Well, how awesome is that?
I know
was
that.
cool,
I mean,
right?
that's
That's
my
so
family,
cool.
man. They support since day one. You know, they're behind us. They're at everything, every event, and you know, we're gonna get into the world premiere of American Bred that's coming up in March. But we also have a big surprise for our listeners, and you're only gonna hear it here because I won't repeat it online. So stay tuned. But I don't even know where I left off on the story because that caught me by surprise. But nevertheless, we are here. We have.
we left off with all these dang on
phone calls are
scholarships
coming
that you
in.
had. You had so many scholarships.
Scholarships, and then my mom said if you can get a scholarship to film school in California, you can go out there. So that's what I did. Got scholarships before the market went down, and here I am, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's how I met Karina. I met her literally in the first few weeks. I was in film school here in LA, and you know, we worked on films after films, and then I met Will. Will, you know, he had my back when all the haters were coming at me at Columbia, you know, so it's like, you know, he fought him off because I was this little kid, like, I just want to be a star. You know?
Acting bullies.
And it's like,
back up.
you know, Will was the one like, yo, I'm going to
from
set
Philly.
y'all
You know,
straight.
I ain't from
I
there.
should have saw Will's face.
I'm like, if y'all don't sit down and leave this man alone.
If y'all don't go do your William Shakespeare.
And so it was one of these things where it was like, for me, it was like getting good people together who work hard and want to make things happen. That's how I am. And when you find a team like that, it's something like you never let go.
Well, awesome. We have another caller. You guys are like
Call
bringing them in.
Who this?
Hi, caller. You're on the air with the Fbox.
Yo, what it do?
Oh, what up? This is my brother.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Rico.
I'm hearing Dad get crazy on the line.
Happy birthday!
It's his birthday today.
Happy
Today?
birthday.
Thank you,
Happy
Karina.
birthday, Rico.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Will. Thank y'all. What's cracking, man? Y'all sound like y'all having a good time, man.
Oh,
We're
we having a
having a
blast.
great time. You want to join the party, Rico?
Hey, man, I'm already here.
Yeah, Ricardo's the party king.
Man.
Actually, my brother, he's a rapper, he's an artist, and he's ridiculously talented. And his music is actually an American Bred.
Oh, awesome.
It's a family business.
That is cool. So you might have to come on the show because we do a show that's dedicated to new artists called First Fridays.
First Fridays.
Yeah.
Nice.
First Fridays.
Nice,
So
nice.
if you are LA based, then yes.
He's in Arizona, but when he comes out,
Unfortunately, I'm not LA based. You know what I mean? I'm from Arizona. You know what I mean? So
We could
Arizona's
just-
a
we
Yeah,
home
could
we'll,
just
base.
tell you
we'll
LA
figure it
based.
out.
It's okay.
Yes, indeed. So what's
So
what's
what's
the
your
topic here?
favorite film about from your brother?
You know what? Right now, I mean, I'd say professionally, American Bred. You know what I mean? You can see, you know, because he's done, you know, obviously a lot of short films and things like that. That, you know, those are like kind of like old mixtapes that we don't bring out. You know,
Right.
you know, when we make it. But I feel like the work that, you know, Karina, Will, and him did on American Bred actually, you know, is a movie that is just. It's not like a film festival type of movie. This is like a major production to where you could view it as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, right now, I mean, like I said, American Bred, you know, has my heart. You know what I mean? Full-fledged, especially since it's right up the alley of my type of genre of movie. Anyway. So,
Right.
Yeah. So when you guys were little, did he used to try to put you in his films?
Of course he did. Of course he did. You know what I mean? I was the one.
Were you
that did all the
everything?
extra tapes.
yeah, Ricardo was in like, you know, my movies and stuff, and he'd be the actor that was difficult to work with.
Of course, it's family.
Well, see, nah, it's the working conditions of the actor. You know what I mean? I didn't have the trailer and stuff. It was 115 degrees outside, and he kept having me shoot these scenes. The hotter it got, the more delirious I got. You know, so it's hard to remember the lines and to remember what I'm doing exactly. So, you know, but yeah. No, I just want to shout out. You know what I mean? Sure, you got some love. Let you know we listening on the backdrop, but I'll let you guys get back to the program. Thank you guys for supporting my brother and his team.
Of course.
Karina, Will, salute. Have
Thanks,
a good
Rico.
night.
All
Yeah,
right,
Rico.
Rico.
Thank
Turn
you for
up
calling
tonight.
in.
Yes, sir.
I know that's right.
Real quick, I just want to jump in there because my wife's at home and she's like, oh, I want to call it, da, da, da. And I guess she didn't hear my shout out first, so I just want to shout her out again.
Yes.
Queen
you
Bee,
are
Queen
welcome
Bee
to
about
call.
you.
Tell her to call in,
Queen Bee.
right?
The number is 310-910-9676, and you choose option 1. So, American Bred.
Yes.
Tell me about the movie. What inspired you to make it? Write it?
I actually had the idea for American Bred before I had done the film Broken Roads, which was my first feature. And I'm really glad that we actually didn't do it before we did Broken Roads, because we learned so much on Broken Roads that because of that, we were able to make an exceptionally entertaining, fun, rich story with American Bred. And I've always been fascinated with Italians for some reason. I don't know. I just it's like, I don't know, like in Broken Roads, the lead character was like half Italian. In this movie, it's like Italian, Spanish and stuff. Like, it's so much culture. I just love people, and I love like understanding why they do the things they do. And so I wrote this story, and I just had the idea that, like, what if family dynamics, you know, we all have crazy families, and it's like, what if you placed the craziness in a world that people don't often get to see, which is like, you know, cartel and stuff, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it just came to me, and I just wrote it, and it was like one of these things where it ended up turning out so good, and I was like, we got to make this our next movie. So we weren't even done with the first one when I had finished writing the second one. So the actual, to just give you the premise of American Bred, it's about one of the last crime syndicates in Detroit. When they lose track of an informant, the lies, mystery, and betrayal that surround that informant start coming to light, and they realize that the informant was never even the problem. It was actually the family. And so that's all I'm going to say, because this is full of twists and turns.
Right.
It's like, The Godfather meets The Departed. The reviews are coming in so well. It's exciting to just be a part of it.
Very cool. Well, we have another phone call. Hi, caller. You're on the air with the Fbox.
That's right, Brianna.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, see, it is wifey. This is my wife, Brianna.
Hi, Boo Thang.
Hi, Boo Thang. How are you?
She was like...
So well. How are you guys?
Good, thank you. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, Brie.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on? I just wanted to call and give a shout out, like everybody else, to the Crevice Entertainment team. I'm so thrilled for you guys. I could scream at the top of my lungs. But I'm so happy for all of your guys' success, and just keep pushing on. You guys are all doing amazing, and you make me so proud.
And let me tell you how much this is a family business.
Are you part of the team? I was about to ask
because my wife actually did. She was the lead hair on the film because she's a hairstylist. So she was able to get in on the action,
Good. That is so awesome that you're pulling in everyone.
Yeah, that's what we do. We keep it in the family.
Yeah.
And then if you're not in the family,
when we say it's a family business, it definitely is a family business.
We pull you in, so you better watch out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready. So, is there I'm gonna ask you the same question that I've asked all the other family members. Do you have a favorite film by Justin and Will and Karina?
Well, of course, they're all amazing. Even the short films too. I would have to say American Bred definitely takes the cherry on the cake. But what I will say is Broken Roads also really wowed me. Of course, they all wowed me. And I'm like the proudest wife ever. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, you sound like a proud wife. That's awesome.
Yeah, I am. I really am. But I would say definitely with Broken Roads, I had the opportunity of seeing a lot of Justin's writing come to life, and I got to see the movie come to life and the actors come to life. I wasn't on set working for that film at that specific time, but I was actually really wowed to see such a incredible script and also incredible team and cast and crew and everything else like that come together. So I think that was definitely exciting for me to see it all come to life.
What's one of the advantages of being married to someone in the entertainment industry?
Wait, I don't know. That might be a very short list.
That's a tough one. That's a really good question. Advantages? Well, let's just say I'm a very humble person. So I'm definitely not one to say, I think I'm better than anybody else because my husband's in the film industry. But I do tell people a lot. My husband is so super hot. He's the sexiest man you've ever seen in your life. And no, but definitely, that's my silly side. But the advantage to, being married to somebody in the industry, it's definitely not easy. But I would definitely have to say being a part of the Hollywood glam is my absolute favorite. I mean, I'm a hair artist, and I've been doing hair for the past 7 years. It's the only thing I've ever known to do, and I'm very into, like, the glitz and the glamour and the dressing up and the makeup and all of that. So I like the glitz and the glamour side of it.
Awesome.
Here, let me show you. Let me show you a picture.
We're gonna have to see your glam. But thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. I'm so
Thanks
proud
for
of the
calling,
Crevice team.
Thank you,
yeah,
Brie.
Thanks, love.
I love you all. I'll talk to you soon.
That's my wife.
Oh my God, Brianna. You are amazingly gorgeous. Hot damn, look at this picture.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, Okay.
You guys are
He's a very proud
stunning.
husband.
Yeah, she's a very proud wife, too.
We're a team.
I mean, you
That's
guys
what we
look like
do.
that. Come on.
Come on, right?
I would be proud, too.
Right,
Like, look
come
at my boo-boo. Let me bust him out real quick.
We got it.
I know you didn't ask, but here.
Right?
Here. This is what I'm working with.
We got another caller?
I know.
God dang it.
Hey. Hi, caller.
Hey, what's going on? I was just calling to support my good friend Will.
Who are we talking to?
That's billionaire PA,
This
the one and
this
only.
billionaire PA.
Yeah.
All right, billionaire PA.
You know, Will, I gotta support Will and everything that he's doing. Soon as it come out, I'm gonna be buying it with just cause you know Will name on it, and I appreciate what y'all doing.
Thank you so
calling.
much.
Thank you.
That is what's up.
I'm smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah, he's cheesing
Shout
over
out to
here.
the other two, although I don't know you, if you cool with Will, you know I got a quote that say never spend your present time with a person that you don't have a future with. So if Will's spending present time with you, I'm sure y'all got a good future.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
I
so
appreciate
much.
that. I like that.
That's my team
Yeah, that
right
is
here.
cool. How long have you known Will?
Man, you know, long enough to know that Will is a good, trustworthy person, and you know, living in this city like Los Angeles, man, you know, I get a lot of people that, you know, hit us up and tell me that, you know, we'll be out supporting, wearing our brand and stuff like that. Just a loyal dude, man of his word, and you know, with me, I don't really care about how talented you are. The first talent I'm gonna need you to have is trust, and that brother got that.
Integrity. Yeah,
That's
that is
what's up.
important. That is what's up.
That's what's up. Billionaire is a great leader in the community. He has a program where he speaks kids' dreams into existence. So I support him in his endeavor as well. That's how we kind of like.
Yeah. So like The Secret.
Right.
So
Exactly.
we're all about the secret.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling,
Pretty
B. I appreciate it. It's
amazing.
good to hear your voice,
We
man.
have so many
Thanks, man, for the
calls.
support. We got another
I think
call.
we have
No
another
problem,
call.
bro. Let me know
Thank you
when
for
it's
calling
in the
in,
movie
billionaire.
theater so I can go on and get my little $15, $20.
For sure.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
when
I
is it
give
going
it
to
to
be
you
in
now.
the movie theater?
Well, we'll get to that. Let's get to the.
I think we have another caller, right?
The lines are blowing
I
up.
know the lines are blowing up.
I told you, we put you on blast, girl. You didn't know who was coming through, did you?
Oh, man. That's what's up.
So right now, what's the
So the
process of the
film
film? Like,
is
where
actually
is it?
about to world premiere. We have done private screenings, just test screenings to get feedback from the audience that has been absolutely phenomenal. And we actually have the world premiere coming up in March 12th at the DC Independent Film Festival. There was 2,500 submissions.
Wow.
And they chose our film to be their world premiere event. And we'll talk more about that, but we got another call.
Another call. Hi, caller. You're on the air with the Fbox.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Juliana.
Oh, this is my mom.
Hey, Mama.
Hello.
Hey, Mom.
Hi,
Ma, I can't believe you
Hi.
figured it out how to call in. I was wondering.
How are you
Hi,
tonight?
Karina, and well, I'm wonderful. I'm absolutely wonderful. And the reason I called is because I've been listening to the show before you guys came on, and I wanted to call and say thank you to the host. Because
That's me. Thank
what
you.
you're doing, yes, what you're doing by opening a venue for new artists is amazing.
Thank you.
And so I just want to let you know that it's appreciative and it's appreciated, and it's great to hear the energy that you guys all have. I've been listening, and it's very, very exciting, and you are having a good time.
We are.
And it's genuine. It's genuine. And so for that, I'm grateful. Very, very grateful.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm very thankful for that and grateful for that. Thank you. I started this show, the Fbox, to bring a light to the entertainment industry and to music and film so that people who don't have experience and who don't know anything about Hollywood and entertainment, they can learn and they can grow and they can find their paths and figure out what to do with their lives, because it's not necessarily in front of the camera all the time. There's other things that you can do behind the scenes, and there's actually so many more things you can do behind the scenes. So I wanted to bring on professionals who can inspire those people
And I appreciate
you are doing just that.
Thank you.
And so you're doing a great job, and I want you to continue to do that, because so many people, all these people, Karina, Will, and Justin, they're just like you. They had a dream that they wanted to see fulfilled, and they worked hard. And that's the majority of people are like that. And so you're giving them opportunity to do that, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. And I'm very excited for the team. Crevice Entertainment is amazing.
Thanks,
and
Mom.
These guys are successful. Karina, Will, and Justin are successful because they have a presence about them.
Yes, they do.
That is God-given, and they are a force to be reckoned with. I keep, you see things in Hollywood and hear about all the statistics and things like that, but when they walk into a room, the atmosphere changes.
Yeah, they have
because of their energy.
Positive energy. It does exude from them.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Well, thanks, Mom,
thank
for calling.
you for calling in.
Thanks for all the nice words.
I know.
Mom always have nice
and
things to say. She's always
and
encouraging
it's
and
so
uplifting.
great to have a supportive
Family,
parent.
yeah.
And family. Like, your whole entire family is supporting you.
I'm
a
telling
lot of
you,
people don't have that. So
and we're
it's
all
so
supporting
important.
Karina and Will too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they feel. I mean,
Yeah, that's
they're
good. That's
they're
part-
family
that's
at this
family too.
point,
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
they're one of the kids.
Yeah.
So thanks, Mom, for calling.
Okay. All right. Have a great night.
You too.
Good night, Mom.
You as well.
Have a good
And
one.
I'm gonna listen to this show again because it's very good.
Thank you. Yay.
Okay.
We
Bye-bye.
got
Bye,
that
Ma.
on tape
Love you.
too, right?
I'm glad my mom brought that up because you're pulling the curtain back. You're showing what happens behind the scenes. So many people get so focused on the actors and what the actors are doing, and don't realize how much work it actually takes in. For unfortunately, Paul Walker, who passed away, he actually said it really well. He's like, for every one film a director does, I do 3. And that just goes to show it's like directors and producers and stuff, they stay, well, actually I should just say directors, because producers can have multiple films that they're behind and stuff like that, but directors stay on a film for 2-3 years before it sees the light of day, whereas actors go from one project to the next and stuff like that. And it's like the people
actor is
behind
really
the
only
scenes,
1% of what's going on.
there's so much
anyway.
goes into it, and I wouldn't necessarily say 1%, but I would say like the actors are a lot, because it actually is who comes to the work. But I think both people should be represented well, and a lot of times it's always the actors representing the productions. And what we do a little bit differently, which some people are a little shocked by, is we actually also not only put the actors in the forefront, but we put the filmmakers as well in the forefront.
Yes.
We say these are the people making the film, these are the people making it all shiny and pretty and nice. And we have some amazing talent. And I want to shout out Eva Tamargo, who's actually on Tyler Perry's hit show, The Haves and the Have-Nots. She's also, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, so I'm not going to say that. She has a lot going for her. I want to shout out our entire cast: Andy, Nate, Ryan, Victoria, Emily. And y'all were supposed to come in rolling on the rest of the people. Not just Emily, Anthony,
Well, you forgot my favorites,
Carol,
Rolonda, my Aunt Rolonda, and Michael Lana.
Rolonda was going to have a whole special section, because Rolanda's more than just an actress on this film. She's like the juggernaut behind everything, and she was an actress in my first film called Broken Roads, and she believed in us since day one. And so the reason why I was going to save the best for last, it was because she truly has been guiding us through our careers as like our mentor and everything, and putting things in place for us. I mean, a lot of the things that we have right now are because of the fact of her faith in us, so when you meet somebody in the business who's as successful as Rolonda Watts, and who takes you under her wing because she sees what you're doing, you can have nothing but love and appreciation for a person like that. And so what I'm excited about is at the world premiere, a lot of the cast will be there. We have come from Eva's actually. She teaches a master class, and the actual festival put together a whole program for her to talk about acting in indie films for other filmmakers to learn something. And the whole day is going to be a premiere event. It's at the Naval Heritage Center in downtown Washington, D.C., and they have a program from 2 all the way to 8 or 9 o'clock, starting with you have Eva's program that they made special for her because she's just everything. And then you have the red carpet and press and stuff like that. Then you have the movie that will actually premiere, and then you have the Q&A, and then we even have an hour of press after the movie. So it's going to be an exceptional event, and we once again are so happy. We're so proud because when you make a film, it is hard.
Very hard.
Let me tell you.
I was going to ask you, like, what are some of the challenges of making a film?
Let me just tell you Monday through Friday for us, because you know we all are very talented in a lot of things, so we obviously got to make that coin, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we work. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I hit the gym, I then go to work, and then I hit the gym again, and then we meet at night for 3 hours. You know, every night, Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays we sometimes meet for 6 to 7 hours every single week.
Yeah,
we don't take time off, you know, till 10:30 at night, go to bed, do it all over again every single day. And that's what us filmmakers put in so that we can have experiences like the world premiere in Washington, D.C. You know, and a lot of people are like, you know, that have noticed that, you know, and a lot of our cast, like, you know, really has taken and been like, wow, you guys do things differently, and that's what we love. And actors are like some of my favorites. That's like who I love. And I'm a director, so directors tend to like love their talent and stuff. And even our talent who's worked on major movies and other productions have just commended our hard work and the stuff that we do. But if you're a young artist, you can't be out partying, you can't be pretending to be something you're not. You got to do the groundwork.
Right.
And we're not even.
But you can't party. We just call it networking.
Will does that for us. Okay. Because
Will networks all the time.
The good thing about a team is everyone can have one thing they're designated for. So
everyone has their purpose.
Everyone has their purpose, you know. So it's like having one person and 3 different arms can go different ways. So, but we're definitely excited for March. This is huge for us because our first film actually, and this will actually take us into. I know you wanted to ask us some about the hardships in this business and stuff like that, but our first film we sold before it was even finished, and that's, you know, I guess I'm on the record saying that was a huge mistake because it actually turned out far better. And had we waited till it was done and got it out and people seen it, we could have probably done bigger and better things. Yeah, we're still going through some stuff I can't talk about with that film, but it's a constant lesson learned to do things differently, and that's why American Bred is so amazing, because we learned so much from going through that process. So we've actually never been world premiered at a film festival before, so this is the first for us. And like I was telling you earlier, it was like 2,500 submissions, you know, and they only chose I think like 10 to 12 narrative features, you know, and they're from all over the world, China, Spain, all these things. Like, so of the American films that are chosen, we're like one of 2.
Wow.
You know, it's like, so you're not only competing with U.S. filmmakers, you're competing with filmmakers all over the world. And to be honest, you know, me and Karina were watching a trailer the other day, and it was all in Spanish. And I was like, this is what we need to do. Just make a movie in Spanish. Because it just sounds amazing. And I don't care what it looks like.
It's just like
Italian.
You love Italian.
It's so like, much. Actually, American Bred does have 3 different languages. It has Spanish, English, and Italian. I felt like we were kind of making a foreign film because I was directing a scene with Eva and Viktoria. The whole scene was in Italian. So,
do you speak Italian?
No.
Okay.
Which was so funny because everyone was like, "Oh, is he Italian?" Or is like, like, is he from the streets? And I was like, "Yeah, I can be from the streets if you want."
The streets of Sicily.
I was like, you know, they're like, this road. You know, the first thing Eva told me, she's like, "Are you from the Bronx? Are you from Brooklyn?" Because she's from New York and stuff like that. I was like, "No, I got a lot of family out there." She's like, "You wrote this? Like, man, you were down in the gutter." Like, I was like, "Nah, I just like to play pretend." You know,
so I mean, dinosaurs were alive,
right? Dinosaurs were alive. So I did this. I was directing this scene with Eva and Viktoria, and it was all in Italian. So if you can imagine, I don't speak Italian, so all I can go on is the fact that they sound good and it looks good. So I'd be like, cut, and then I turn to Eva.
Did your actor speak Italian?
No, well, Eva a little bit because she's very fluent in a lot of different languages, and then Viktoria, no, it was all like, she's phenomenal in this movie, Viktoria. Her dialect and everything. We actually brought in Nareda, who's actually in the film as well. She speaks Italian, and she was listening, and she was like, "This girl's flawless. Like, you would think she's Italian, you know." And she does so good. So I would say cut, and then I'd go up to him and be like, so did you say it right? Like, did you say what was this he said? You know, I was like, was it good? And then Eva would be like, I don't know if I got it quite right. Let me do it again. And then, you know, Viktoria would be like, yeah, you know, I felt good about it. So, like, those scenes had to be done like that because I didn't speak the language, you know?
Yeah.
And it's those kind of things that happen when you're trying to do something that is just so different.
Actually, those scenes are some of the most powerful scenes in the movie.
Yeah,
scenes.
definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So explain the casting process. Like, how did you find this wonderful
Well,
cast
actually, can
that
I
you're
talk?
working with?
Let me just talk about Eva really quick.
To
Actually,
all our
for a
callers out
second.
there, don't hang up. The lines are blowing up, so don't.
So
No, I mean, we gotta find out some kind of information from them, guys.
I actually have a great story about Ryan Leli, and I have a great story about Eva Tamargo. First of all, I've been the biggest fan of Eva Tamargo since like day one fan, 8 years old. My sister used to watch her show Passions on NBC.
Oh, my friend was on that show.
Yeah, and so listen, it's like I would watch it with my sister, and we would sit there, and like I got like sucked in, and Eva was on it. And this just goes to show how life works out, because if you believe, I'm telling you, it'll happen. And so I've been
goes
a huge
back to
fan.
Billionaire PA.
Exactly. Is like I would watch her on the show all the time. Who would have ever thought today that I'd be working with her? It's just mind blowing.
You put it out there.
And when her headshot came up, I remember calling her manager and being like, "Oh my gosh, can I send the script to Eva?" Like, and like, you know, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll send it." What, you know, because they submitted the headshot to us, and I was like, "Can I just, you know?" I was like, can I just send it to you and you guys tell me if she likes it and get back to me? And then I was like calling them all day. They're like, she's trying to read it. And sure enough, she read it, and they're like, she's in. So that's how we got Eva. Michael Lerner, Academy Award nominee. He's he's the juggernaut, like family, holds the whole family together. Working with him was very textbook. It was like, obviously he's super successful.
Right.
So it's like, it's the process of submitting to the agents reading the script, then sending it to him, and then, you know, it's very business, you know. Whereas
did you already have him in mind for that role?
Yes, it was him and a few other stars that we had lined up, and he was the last one we were kind of trying to fill because it was good for a lot of different people, and we ended up choosing him because he's such a great character actor and really can transform. And I think people haven't seen him in something like this, which will be really refreshing. And then Ryan actually came to the final screening of Broken Roads in New York, and I remember seeing him, and I was just like, you look like you could be, you know, in this movie American Bred. And I told him when we were there, I was like, I think I have a movie for you, like, just keep in touch with me. And ever since then, like, you know, he's been we've been really close, and I would send him the script as it was done, and he'd read it, and he's like, I have to be a part of this. And then he auditioned, and he got the role. I mean, it was definitely a climb uphill, I would say, for him to get the role, but he made it to the top.
To say the least.
To say the least.
Okay, wait, I'm coming back to this because we have a caller.
Okay.
Who is this? This is like Christmas
caller.
gift. Like, open up Christmas gifts.
You are on the air with the Fbox.
Hey, boo boo, what up?
Hi. Who are we talking to?
This is Mia.
Mia! I was like, I didn't recognize your voice for a second. I was like, this is my sister.
Hey, boo boo.
This is my
Oh
sister.
my, y'all are too famous for me.
What's going on? And actually, my sister and her
she
daughter,
in the
Tay
movie
too?
is in the movie.
It's in the movie as well.
And Tay.
Mia, what are you doing in the movie?
I had to just make like a little cameo. I mean, I had to make sure Tay got in there real quick.
Oh, my niece is gorgeous. I'll show you a picture of her.
I love it.
Oh my goodness.
So what is it like to have a brother that is a director? What does that feel like?
Oh my god. It feels crazy because we have to like schedule time to like speak and all this stuff. So I when he was younger and stuff and I saw him all the time, it was so different. So I was used to that relationship because you know, us as a family, we're really, really close. So, you know, now that he's out in LA and he's got this crazy life, it's crazy for me too.
Yeah.
Like, we're in this together, you know, so, you know, but I've got to make time to talk to him. And, you know, we just stay close, but it's crazy. We're working hard now so we can relax later.
Yeah, well, he just showed me your photo, and hot damn! Sister girl, you are hot.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and so is your daughter. She's so cute.
Oh, my little Tay-Tay. She's crazy.
She's my Tay-Tay.
Do you want to get her into the entertainment industry?
Yeah, you know, she's almost a natural. It's crazy. She's so much like her uncle. And, you know, it's both of them, actually. In weird ways. Don't say that, Will. Don't say that.
And I'll show you a picture of my nephew. My nephew, Prez, Ricardo's son.
They just are natural.
They're gorgeous.
My
niece and nephew are gorgeous.
Natural.
They are gorgeous, though.
This is my family in LA. This is, you know, I love them. These are my brothers and sisters. I'm so proud of them. And, you know, I'm just excited for, you know, what the future holds. You know, I'm just excited.
Well, the future seems bright.
Yeah.
The future is going to be really, really bright. You guys got to get ready. The whole family has to get ready.
Stay focused.
You know, you better start contacting Bagley Mishka. Be like, Armani, we got Armani on speed dial. I need you to design this dress real quick.
Right, you know, I love, you know, you can't.
My sister and me are like all about fashion. Like, that's all we do.
That is my thing.
We love it.
That is my thing, fashion.
This is my
I'm
nephew.
totally
Like,
into it.
oh my God.
That's my brother's son.
This kid is adorable.
I'm showing pictures
cute.
here. It's like family time. We got to get to this movie talk.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Thanks, Mia.
Yeah,
All right, Mia. Good to hear you, Mia.
Thanks for having me. I love you guys.
Love you too.
You know, keep doing what you're doing. We're almost at the top. You just
Almost
keep it
at
up.
the top.
You're there. You were there. See, we putting it out there.
Bye, Mia.
Bye, Mia.
So.
Wait, we got another call.
We got another caller.
Okay.
All right. Dang, this show needs to be 4 hours long.
Hi, caller.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
It's Eva.
Who are we speaking with?
You're speaking with Tawana Coleman from out of Atlanta.
Oh, that's my sister, my big sister, Tawana
Hi,
Coleman.
Tawana
Okay, I thought it was Eva for a second.
How are you tonight?
I'm good. William, you recognize that voice, right?
No, I didn't. That was your professional, like, real nice, clean.
Everyone's all nervous
because I was waiting for my people.
Corporate voice.
Look, all Justin family done called. Everybody was nice. I was like, well, I'm telling you, my family gonna be all loud and.
No,
you got corporate.
That's all good.
I'm just calling in to let you know, William, that we are so proud of you and Mr. Chambers as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sis. I know it's like kind of late on the East Coast. I appreciate you.
Oh, yes,
in.
thank you for listening in.
Listen, it don't matter. You know, look, once we seen that text, I was like, when my brother called, wake up, pay attention.
And tell Tia I love her and Tiffany.
Yes.
And Tia, because Tia always texts me.
So, do you watch all of Will's films that he's produced? Have you seen them all?
Damn right. Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yes.
What we do.
Now, which one?
The one that came out in 2012, Broken Roads.
Yeah.
And we waiting on American Bred.
It's coming soon.
Yes, it is coming.
It's coming.
It's coming to Philly soon.
We're excited. A lot of action in this one.
Yeah. We get turned up in this.
Some lies. Scandal.
Where my brother at work?
Yeah, everybody likes Scandal.
Oh, no. Actually, your brother is here. He just got off one of his little rotation.
Tell him I said, what's up? Go Broncos.
Dr. Coleman. Oh, Broncos coming.
Thanks for calling, Wanda.
Thank you for calling.
Hey, man.
Oh, he's on the
What's up,
Hi.
Mark?
Hi, brother.
I'm so proud of you, man. So
Thanks,
proud of
Mark.
you doing your thing. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all make it happen.
Thank you.
Definitely will.
Oh yeah, and the Broncos next Sunday.
I was thinking about you last week.
Hey,
Thanks,
Buddha.
What?
Listen, William.
What?
I got a quote. I got something to say.
What?
I got something to say. I got this to say. I said, listen. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter, we don't mind.
Oh,
that
there
was
you
from
go.
my good friend, Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss was dropping some knowledge, so thank you.
He
was.
Words to live by. Words to live by, baby Bubba.
Meaning that, listen,
What?
if they not for you, then they against you, and we
Right.
don't need them.
I know that's right.
Good luck. Love you. Good luck. And keep
Love
up the
you
good
too.
work. And appreciate everything you guys are doing. And you have our support fully.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Again, Buddha, for Christmas.
Oh,
Best Christmas ever.
best Christmas ever. Talk to you soon, baby.
And just
Bye-bye.
I mean, the love.
I know.
that is
Thank
coming
you,
through.
everybody.
Oh my God.
Because I just went home for Christmas, like the first time since being in LA.
Yeah.
Like 10 years I haven't been home, and I went home this last Christmas, and it was just phenomenal.
Okay,
And-
so when we left off, you were talking about.
Well, I
Ryan.
just want to say really quick, because we it's like this show's so short, and it's like we don't have time to talk about all the things we want to talk about. So I just want to go through and run through.
I know,
and
we
shout
might
out
have to have a part two
I
of
know,
this.
might have to be a part two, and just shout out all the cast, because we get to somebody and we get all
Right.
crazy and start talking about somebody. So I just want to give a shout out and say genuinely
Yes.
that we appreciate our talent and the people behind it, not just the talent in front of the camera, but the talent behind. So I'm just going to go through a few people. Of course, Michael Lerner, our Academy Award nominee, holding us down, like being so supportive. Eva Tamargo is a blessing from heaven. She is life. She is everything. The air we breathe. She is everything. Andy is so talented. It's absolutely ridiculous. He is going to be a massive star. Jesse Steccato auditioned for 3 different roles in the film, and he was amazing in all 3. And he is going to be a huge star. Ryan Leli, this was an introductory to what the world is going to see as he is the next Al Pacino. I mean, he's
Wow.
so good when he actually, when he wants something, he'll make it happen. Nate is like, I mean, he's so supportive. He's like the backbone of the whole team. He's encouraging. He has a lot of story behind him, because he actually didn't start in acting. He was actually an incredible marketing guy.
Yeah.
And he got into acting, but you would never know that, because the naturalness he has behind his performances, it's as if he's just been doing this for like a million years. He just makes it look effortless.
Yeah.
And I tell him all the time, I'm like, dude, you're going to be at the top. He reminds me of Jeremy Renner. Like, exactly. I'm like, you're going to have the career of Jeremy Renner, because
that's
he's
great.
that great.
Yeah.
And Viktoria, she plays Letty. And I think she's Swedish. Where is she?
She's Russian.
I'm not.
I have no idea, but you would never know. She transforms so well. It's like, are we have another caller? Okay, we'll take the caller, and then I'll come back. I still got a few people.
Okay. Hi, caller. You're on the air.
Hi, good evening. This is Justin's mother-in-law and father-in-law calling, and we won't take too much time.
Hi.
Hey, Mom and Dad.
Hello.
Thanks for
Hi,
calling
Will.
in.
Hi, Karina.
Hi,
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Hi.
And Renee.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Renee's the one I was telling you is in the movie as well. So this is Brianna's parents.
Nice.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a shout-out to the team. I just want to congratulate all 3 of you on the world premiere film festival. We're super excited for all of you. We're super proud. And
thank you.
Justin, for a gentleman to be doing what you're doing, these big things at such a young age, I know your parents are very proud of you and
Yes,
your
they
family, and we are as well.
Oh,
So
thank you. Love you so
Oh,
much.
that's so kind.
yeah,
That's
and
so sweet.
I'm going to have, the father-in-law is going to give a shout-out real quick.
Yeah,
and then
he's
I
in
know
the
you wanna
movie, so
talk-
I would actually like to ask
Yeah.
him a question.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on.
His name is Renee.
Yes.
Hey, you guys.
Hi,
Hey.
Renee. How are you?
Hey, Renee.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, how are you, sir?
Good, good.
So
Glad
what's
to
your
hear
role
you
in
guys.
the film?
Pardon me?
What was your role in the film?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
You're in the movie, right?
Renee, you're
Renee,
you're in the movie.
You have
Yeah,
a
the
role.
phone-
She's
breaking up a little bit.
Oh.
she's asking what was your role in the movie? What character did you play?
No, I'm sorry, but we're breaking up. I guess
Aw.
we're losing contact with you. Can you guys hear me okay?
We hear you perfectly.
Yeah, we can hear you. What was your shout out? What did you want to say?
Okay, well, what I wanted to say was congratulations on everything that's going on around there. You guys sound like you're having a lot of fun there. And Justin, your next movie, I need 2 lines. Okay?
Yes, I got you.
Perfect timing, Renee. Perfect timing.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for
we
calling.
love you guys.
You guys are doing real good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you.
Y'all have a good night.
So what did he play?
He actually played the Italian man. You're gonna have to watch the movie. We have another call.
Yeah,
Okay, we have another call.
People said they waiting 15 minutes.
Okay, go for it.
Hi, you're on the air.
Not the Christmas present.
Hello.
Wait, hold on.
Hi, caller. You're on the air. Oh, okay. So finish your shout out.
Yeah, let me keep going. Anthony Palermo, who's actually about to be in a huge film. When I say huge, I mean like big budget Hollywood, huge movie. He played in our film. Our film's full of so much content that I want people to actually see it, so I just don't necessarily want to say. But he played this character named Sam Standard, and which was the head of the FBI, and he's absolutely phenomenal in that, and he's so talented. He's so been supportive, and he's so gifted, and it was just truly a pleasure. Craig Patton, who passed away and actually never got to see the movie. He's so phenomenal in it, and we love him so much. It broke our heart.
Yeah, that's sad.
Because he was our biggest fan. So it's actually making me a little emotional just thinking.
We'll have a
about
moment
it.
of silence for Craig.
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And Carol White, who she goes way back, is like the light. Like, she is so full of energy. She is so humble, and she's so talented. And it was an honor working with her, and she doesn't know how blessed we feel to even have her be a part of this film. And so I just want to shout her out. Emily Goss is about to blow up. Emily Goss, I mean, she is. Once again, all these people are so talented. We were so blessed.
Sounds like you have such a talented
We were so blessed. I mean, when
They
you
are.
see these people in this movie,
did you submit to everyone's agents, or did you put
Well,
it
we
out
held
on LA
auditions.
Casting or Actors
We have
Access, or what did you do
We have
to find these
auditions
people?
and
We had a
castings, and
casting
we hire
director.
casting director, and we sit through the process with the casting director. And
I have just
You sat through the whole process? That's a long.
Well, the callback.
Well, the
process.
callbacks,
Okay.
yeah. And we talked about Rolonda, so no more needs to be said in that retrospect. Lisa Romaine, who actually had auditioned for Catalina, wrote me this lovely letter dissecting the character so well that I was like, I have, who I would love to play that character, but I want you in my movie. And that just shows the passion that somebody has. And even though the moment that I gave her in the film, she did so much with it that it just is a memorable scene.
Yeah.
And it's just like everything, and she's just ridiculously talented. Ron Gilbert goes all the way back to The Godfather. He was in The Godfather, and it's like, it's just so many people. We are so blessed. I mean, he's ridiculously talented. Rochelle DeMaria, she's been my best friend, since I moved here. Karina remembers her in Like a Love Story, where we met.
Lovely.
And she's so sweet, and we've just been each other's cheerleaders. Lou Volpe, who was actually in Jersey Boys, Clint Eastwood's movie, he's in the film as well. Ridiculously talented. Rich Rubin, another guy that is just so down to earth, so talented. I mean, everybody's just talented. I keep saying the same thing, but we're so happy with our cast. Tommy Kegis. Actually, we know Tommy.
I'm about to say, Tom, you got to give him a special shout out.
Okay, so I hope Tommy's listening, because we actually went to school with Tommy.
He went to the same film school with us.
So, but I mean, you would never.
It's a family affair.
Yeah, we give back in every capacity. Yeah.
I actually had thought of him for the role, and it was so funny because he was actually coming in for an audition. I actually contacted him personally, and I was like, "Hey, I'm doing this movie called American Bred. I have this role I think you'd be perfect for." And he's like, "Actually, I'm already going in for an audition for American Bred." I was like, dude, it must be meant to be. Nick Nick Niven, he actually plays Gino. Once again, an amazingly talented actor. And so it was one of these things where it's like we were just blessed with so many good people, and we were trying to put all these people in. That's why when people see the movie, they're just like, the performances are unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like they all pull you in, and they all give this like character arc of their own, their own background. It's like you just fall in love, and there's so many things. And people who've seen it twice, which is very few people, just go, even the second time is like better than the first.
Yeah. So if you're not in DC and available,
it's coming. Wait, hold on. We got a little bit of a surprise at the end of the show. I promise. I'm so sorry. One more person, Dominic Ryan Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
We have got to shout him out.
Okay.
He is phenomenal in this movie too. And George Moreno, we go way back since day one. Once again, he's always supported everything I do. And Mikkel Miller, who comes through, knocks it out of the park. And it's just, we have such a great cast, and so I just wanted to shout out all those people. And then the crew, of course. Once again, we love the crew. We're running out of time, and there's so much more we have to talk about.
We have callers waiting.
And we have callers waiting, so
One more call.
I just wanted to shout them out.
Good thinking.
Okay, so if you're not in DC, how can you see this film?
Well, the film is starting its festival tour, so it's kind of like like Adele going on concert. It's like we will go city to city to city until it actually comes out and it has its theatrical release, or has then goes to like Netflix and all that kind of stuff like that. Now,
So what's your ultimate goal? Is it to go straight to Netflix, or do you want it in theaters?
We don't know. The potential of this film is like through the roof. We actually we're talking to distributors and sales agents and all this kind of stuff right now. We have so many people involved in wanting to be on the back end of this. People have talked theatrical. People have talked DVD. People have talked Netflix. People have talked even like major like HBO, Showtime premieres and stuff like that. I mean, this thing's gonna be big.
Yeah.
Just have to take it one step at a
And we
time.
we got to take it one step at a time. And the big surprise, since it is 9:40, and I don't want to get cut off at the end, is the film actually did get accepted into more film festivals. But we can't say what, because the dates are so close. It's so confusing. So we're trying to work it out. We're trying to finagle things. But it's not just DC we're coming through. So we're coming to other cities near you.
Yay! Now, is there a trailer that people can watch? Is that available?
Of course.
Yes.
Online, AmericanBredMovie.com has everything you need. At Facebook, you could just Google. I mean, Google's put us at the top, because when it comes to being, bred in America, there's only one thing you want to look for, and it's our movie.
Okay, we have another caller.
Google me.
Hi, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, how's it going this evening?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Who are we speaking
sound like
with?
Stephen Williams.
You're speaking with Steve Williams.
Yeah. Well, hi, Steve Williams.
Hey, Steve. Thanks for calling in.
Thank
Is that is that Will back there?
Yes,
That
that's
is.
me. That's me, Steve.
Okay. What's the theme for tonight, fella?
Well, we're just talking about my latest film, American Bred, and the ins and out of film production and being in the industry.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Have you seen the film?
I saw a few minutes of it. I didn't entirely see the whole thing, unfortunately. I know everything that Will does. He's phenomenal. What can we say? Anything that he touches is going to turn to platinum gold Oscar.
Steve is a world-renowned photographer. He does a lot of photography.
Nice.
He does a lot of photography.
So did he do
things and stuff
any
like that.
photography for the?
My last film, he came and helped out, but not on this one. He couldn't.
Okay.
Scheduling.
Yeah, it happens. Busy
So
people.
the best thing I can do is say, listen, everyone who's listening, support Will. He's phenomenal. He's got the talent, the attitude, the personality. There's nothing that he can't do, and he treats everyone like they're the star. So when he makes that $1 million film, you can best believe that he's going to be so calm-headed. It's going to be phenomenal.
I'll receive that.
Yes. $1 million budgets are on the way.
That's next,
That's next.
Well,
Just
we
let me be the
appreciate
publicist
you.
on it, okay?
Yes, thank
Definitely.
you for calling in.
Definitely. He's close friends with Rolonda,
Thank
too.
you.
So he
Have a
follows
good
us
night.
through Rolonda.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
You too.
Okay, so
All right,
what,
man.
what are some of the things that you look for in an actor? So when an actor comes into a room, what are you looking for?
Well, when it comes
what makes them stand out to you?
I think this is acting like the auditions is my favorite part, because when you write a film and you see the characters actually coming to life in front of you.
Yeah.
What I do want to shout out, if there are actors listening, is it's so far removed from if you didn't get a role, there is so many different things that could be the reason being behind it, down to the fact that they already have a passion for somebody else. You could be exceptional, but they may already have eyes on somebody else and it has nothing to do with you. And as far as what we look for, it's like we look for who actually becomes the character,
brings the character to life.
Who you're like, that could be the person,
Prime example, our first film, Broken Roads, we had Marla Gibbs come in and audition, and everyone knows Marla Gibbs. Yes. And I was so adamant. I was like, we got to use Marla.
I know, he was like...
but what happened was Rolonda Watts came in and did a dynamic audition. She went and purchased a wig and everything and really transformed into this character where Justin was like, he was blown away.
I was like, yeah.
And so, there's no shoe-in. You got to make the character your own. You really got to commit to it. Really resonate. There's no right or wrong when it comes to audition. Just give your own. Be true to the character. Be true to the material. And let the person that you're reading for feel your performance.
Right.
Because everything else can be cultivated or, maneuver to work for the film.
And don't be afraid to take risks as
Right.
well, because, something that they might do, the writer...
May
didn't
not
even think of. Yeah.
Remember that one guy who auditioned for American Bred and he just started taking his clothes off and then wrapped himself in a blanket and said, well, the character says it's naked for the first 45 minutes. Yes. So, and honestly, to this day, obviously 3 years later, we're talking about him because it was memorable. And so when she says take risks, I mean, sometimes take risks, but hopefully what comes out of that risk backs up the risk that you're taking.
Right. So as the writer of the film, are you aspects of these characters, do they reflect who you are?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. Yes, absolutely. It's like a singer writing an album.
Right. Yeah, I'm a writer too. So
it's like you write what you write your feelings, and when I write my characters, they all have a little bit of me, and that's how you can tell it's my film, and the best way is to say it's like writing a music album. It's like you write where you are in life reflects in your material. Now, I'm not obviously going up shooting up people and killing people and stuff like that, but the movie has to do a lot with trust. And there was a lot of trust things going on in my personal life, with the movie and stuff like that. And I implemented it into a story that can be told. And that's honestly why it's if the family dynamics, and stuff falls apart. But it's for me, it's you get the best stories when you write it a little close to home. You know what I'm saying? And so absolutely, I would say they all reflect me a little bit. And sometimes they're different personalities. Sometimes it's things I wish I could be and maybe I'm not.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it fun, because it's all fictional, and you get to play pretend for a living, which is amazing, because I've done so many different careers. I've been criminals,
Yeah.
I've been lost, we've been in medieval times. We've been, it's all these different things, and it's that's the best part about our job is we get to have a million jobs.
And a little bit about writing. When you write from the heart, it reaches the heart. So just when you resonate with what you're writing with, and you feel it.
How long did it take you to write this script?
American Bred took me about 2 months.
Really? That's it?
Yeah. No, it didn't. It doesn't. I'm a quick writer, because once I have the concept and stuff like that and the idea, putting it on pages, my characters just come to life and it almost writes itself.
Yeah.
It's what my strategy is, and a lot of people, because they're I hit writer's block and stuff like that. I create the characters first, and then I put the characters in that circumstance, and then they're gonna play out how their personalities and how they would handle the situation, and that's going to tell the story. So if you make this woman, this mother who has this situation, and you make this father who's in this situation, and you make that character and you put them it's hard because American Bred has so many twists and turns, so I'm trying not to reveal anything. Yeah. You create who they are as people, and then you have these things happen to them. How they react are going to be based on who they are. So it's going to write itself.
Yeah.
So the outcome will be the resolution of what those people decided to do given the circumstances and how they handled it based on who they are as a person. And then you find that your story is so much more real. It's so much more like this could happen. And then you have people being like, I felt connected because that's me, you know?
Yeah, and generally, how many drafts are you going through before you finalize everything?
One actually.
Really?
Yeah,
Just one?
we start with the first draft, and then because this is the thing too, the script is just a skeleton.
Yeah.
Right.
As you bring people in, this is why. So when people are like, "Oh my gosh, I'm on draft 15," I'm sorry, you're wasting your time. You know, because when you bring people into the movie, it's gonna change. When you bring actors into the movie, it's
Once
gonna
those
change.
cameras roll.
Once you,
Yeah. So do you allow your actors to ad lib or
as long as within the
Like, no.
context, it just depends. Well, no, because
Stick to the
sometimes when they,
script, though. Stick to the
yeah,
script.
because if they ad lib and they reveal something that's not supposed to be revealed at that point, it could mess
Yeah.
you up when you're cutting
Right.
the film.
Mhm.
So it's like you got it. That's the job of the director to make sure to keep the story, especially because you're filming out of order.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, to keep it cohesive. And so for me, I write one draft, and then maybe I'll write another draft. The screenplay actually for American Bred won first place at the Writers' Place
It did.
film competition out of like thousands of submissions, and it won first place, and that was back in 2014. Which just shows you what you're looking for. And Broken Roads actually was acquired by the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences, the Oscars, to be on in their permanent library, in the Margaret Herritt Library, as part of film history.
Wow.
So when
And it won Best Picture too.
yeah, and it won a Best Picture award at Indie Fest. And
How
so,
can people see that?
yeah, well, it had its run on Netflix, but you can go on Amazon, iTunes, and all these other things.
still purchase it.
And just purchase it. Yeah. So, but this is the thing: is like when it comes to writing, it's like I'm just as passionate about writing as I am directing, as I am producing and editing. It's like sometimes you get a person who's doing multiple things, and they're not really doing any of them really well.
Right.
It's like I
you're
learned
torn.
exactly, but I learned to do both things very, very well.
Okay,
you
we have a caller.
Okay.
Hi, caller. You're on the air.
Hi, this is Phaedra from Wilshire.
Hi. Phaedra.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? Do you have a question
I'm
for
fine,
our
calling
guest?
in, listening to you guys.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks
Thank
for calling
you.
in. How are you, Phaedra?
I am fine, and how are you?
Excellent.
It's good. It's good to have you calling in.
Do you have a question for our panel today? Our guests, our beautiful guests.
Yeah, I do. I have a question for Alexander.
For Will. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Will. Apologize. So how long did it take you to actually get where you at to reach your goal?
Well, I'm still working towards my goal. I don't like to say I arrived yet, but I've been working ever since I got off the plane, and so I'm 10 years counting. I've been working in the film industry, making movies and things like that. So 10 years counting, and in that 10 years, I produced 4 feature films. I've acquired my degree in film and television production. Produced a couple television shows, multiple videos and things like that. So it's a work in progress, and I'm still grinding. I'm still on my grind.
Yeah.
You know, I won't be done till they put me in the ground. You know, it's a constant hustle.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
Are you a budding producer or in the film industry in any way?
No, I actually write music, so I was just listening to him, how he was saying when he writes and how it took him nothing to write. It's actually dope.
Oh, that's Justin.
Oh, that's actually me. That's Justin.
I know who this is now. I'm so sorry, Kenya. I'm like, now I got the voice. What?
Yeah, no, that was me. But Will must know you because
Yeah.
I was like,
that was just my partner does the writing. Justin writes and directs. So that was him speaking about the writing process, because she's a musical writer. She writes music for a lot of artists, a lot of things that we have heard, I'm sure. So.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Oh, no problem. Definitely have to support and really honestly listen. And I really like you guys hustle and the story and the grind.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
You know how we do, baby.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me.
So, what advice would you give to budding filmmakers?
Never give up.
Karina, why don't you start really quick? we'll give quick replies on this one.
Yeah, like I said, just never give up. I mean, the only person standing in your way is yourself. So no matter what people say, if you love what you do, keep on doing it.
Find you a great team. There's no one man that can do filmmaking. This is a team effort. If you think you could do it all by yourself, you are sadly mistaken. You need a well put together manicured team.
Yeah.
My advice actually would come from Joe McHale, who got it from Harrison Ford. And what I can tell anybody in this business is to just last the longest. And I say that because so many people come to LA and within 2 years they give up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time. Just like with any dream, with anything in life, it takes time. And if you're not willing to do the time, then you might as well just not even bother with it. Because that's all it takes. You could be the most talented person on planet Earth. It just takes time. So
yeah, that's great advice. Especially, and I think in our generation, a lot of people we have a microwave.
They want everything right now.
And
honestly,
instantly.
I work every day, and am I where I want to be yet? No. It's like all this new like opportunities and stuff that I'm getting to do now, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're working with this person, you're doing that," and all these kind of things. I'm still like, there's still a long way for me to go,
Yeah.
And
Who inspired you as a director and a writer?
As a director, I would say I've always been obsessed with Steven Spielberg. But I'd have to
damn
say,
E.T. I
right.
swear.
it's like I love James Cameron. He can get people in the seats. He's the true blockbuster.
Yeah.
The original JC.
And then of course, I want to be like the creator, the original JC, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But no, in all real honesty, I've been inspired by Spielberg and James Cameron, but I've kind of found my own voice actually with American Bred, and I found a home in the stuff that I like.
Yeah.
And that I feel like I'm good at.
So as a writer.
Actually,
you have so many hats.
I know, but I don't really have a writer I aspire to, though. That's the funny thing.
Who has inspired you? Like, whose script you've looked at and was just like, oh my God.
Honestly, I don't, because I don't. Writing for me came with the territory of being like a storyteller. So I never had a writer that I was just like, I read the script and I love, what they do. I do have to say Quentin Tarantino does some amazing stuff with dialogue, and dialogue is some of my favorite stuff to write. I love writing characters' dialogue and stuff like that, and he's a really great dialogue writer of our time. But I don't really have anybody, to be honest, of who I've read.
Okay, well, what's next for you guys after American Bred? Are you working on another film? Or
You know it.
We always work. Are we working on another?
Working on something else?
I am writing. I'm writing a new film. It's called Kill Her Softly.
Yeah.
It's like Gone Girl meets Seven. It's twisted.
Crazy bitches.
It's dark. Yes. It's Oscar baity. It's all the things that you want in a mystery film. It's one of the most complex things I've ever written, and I really feel like it could be my best work.
Wow.
You just get better. I always say third time's a charm, and I really think like this one could be big.
It will be.
Yeah. So I mean. We didn't even get into like the hard Hollywood lifestyle that we live.
Well, you have a family. Are you guys married as well?
No, I'm not married.
They're married to the game.
Yeah. So how do you balance family and this whole entertainment life?
It's hard. I mean,
he make her work on the set.
Put her to work. It is very hard. Like my sister was saying, it's like I hardly get to see my family.
Yeah.
Because I am working all the time, and they get to have all these memories, and it's kind of unfortunate because I get to I miss all these things that they get to do.
Yeah.
And I'm here on the sideline or on Facebook or whatever, seeing all the stuff that they get to do. It's a sacrifice. And my wife, she, even though we obviously live together and all these kind of things, it's like the only time we really spend together is on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And it's like being hard working in this. But now I could just be a filmmaker and just sit on the couch and not do anything and expect it to come to me. But that's not who I am. I go after it. I'm working any opportunity. You can call me on a Saturday night and be like, hey, I need your help with this, and I'll be there because I'm working hard now so I can, play later.
Right.
And so it is. It's hard. It's something we're all experiencing to balance. But I'll let these guys talk because I know we're running close on time. But we're having family.
The balance. I'm out here from Philadelphia. I don't have any family here, so
he has us.
So these are my family, and it's like
so that makes it easy.
No, but like you said, it's a very hard sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because you miss your family, your nieces, your nephews, your brothers growing up. You don't have the connection, the stories, the memories.
Yeah.
And when you do see each other 10 years later, it's like you're sitting around your family, and it's like, oh, I done missed so much. Like, who is that? Like, who baby is that? Like,
right.
Oh, you done have so your family is constantly growing without you being there, which is a huge sacrifice.
Yeah.
Well, I have a couple of family members here, but a lot of my family's in Mexico, so shout out to Mexico.
We might be coming through, boo-boo.
We might be coming through.
Mexico.
Real quick, how can people follow you, find you, once again, find the movie?
You can go to crevicentertainment.com, CREVICE entertainment.com. You can go to AmericanBredMovie.com. You can just Google American Bred Movie and you will find us. There's no hiding. We're out there. Our hashtags, our Instagrams, you can follow me on Instagram. I promise you it's not rated PG, it's actually rated R. So it's at Just Chambers. Or if you want the more censored version of me, just follow me on Facebook, Justin D. Chambers. But
you can follow William Alexander. My Instagram is Will_film producer. That's at Will_film producer. And that's my Twitter, and my Facebook is William Alexander IV.
Nice.
All right. And you can follow me on Instagram